Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Yolanda. I am your single mompreneur. So I'm going to wait a few seconds to allow some of you guys to come on this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. To all of my replay viewers, you may want to fast forward to about 45 seconds to allow my Facebook viewers to come on. And there they go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I won't be before you guys very long. I know some of you are probably getting ready to go to Sunday service, but I definitely wanted to come on this morning to give a recap of the Sassy Superwoman conference from yesterday that I was the keynote speaker. And so it was a great event. Some amazing speakers, some amazing vendors, some amazing attendees were there. So it was a really great event. Good morning, Nisha. And literally, I was the keynote, so I came on at the very end, and after the event, I just really wasn't feeling well, because what people need to understand that speaking is a really hard job. You have to prepare, but this event caused me to prepare, but it also caused me to go to a very dark place in my life. If you guys wasn't there, you missed a treat. I had to share certain parts of my life that had never been told to anyone, and it was very emotional, very draining afterwards. I was literally sick. I came home from the event, cleaned up. I've been in bed ever since. But it is amazing how people don't look like what they've been through. And this one woman, she said, I never knew that. She said, I never knew sometimes your ear bothers you, because my friends will always say, Yolanda, why you act like you can't hear sometimes. And so now people who've always said that to me, they understand why, because I went through so much in my previous life to where I lose my hearing sometimes. And when I was telling the story, I got nervous and I got afraid, and my stomach started to flip, because for one, I was hurt. Two, I was embarrassed. And three, I just never wanted to revisit it. But God said, in order for me to be able to make an impact, I have to share the things that I want to keep buried. And so by digging and looking and crying and pondering to share that side of my life, it did a toll on me last night. So that's why I didn't really post much last night after the event, because my mind, my heart, my body, it just literally shut down on me. But I'm so thankful that Alyssa B allowed me to be a part of her great event. It was very impactful. Even some of the ladies they came up to me after the event, and they just hugged on me and loved on me. Some of them, they were experiencing right now some of the things that I experienced 10, 12 years ago. So you guys, it is very important that we listen to our friends, we listen to our sisters, we listen to our girlfriends, because you never know what someone is really going through. So I'm happy I was able to dig up my story to help someone else get their breakthrough. And it was so amazing. But even though the speakers were amazing, there were some great vendors there too. I met this one young lady, because any event I'm in, I try to meet every single person in the building. That's just who I am. I want to know who's there. I want to know what type of energy you have. I just want to know a little bit about you, and I just want to love on you. But this one particular group vendor I met, she had this program. It's called Ray of Hope. She gave me this button right here, and I was asking her what made her start her organization, great organization. She said that her friend, she had a picture of this beautiful young lady, this picture of her best friend, she was killed due to domestic violence. She decided to leave her boyfriend, and he broke into her apartment, chased her down the street, and killed her dead on the sidewalk. And the name of this organization is Ray of Hope, BR. Her friend's name was Ray. I mean, so it is so amazing that you can hear all of these stories, because you never know what women are going through. But I will tell you this: it is not okay to be quiet. Tell someone, write a note, get a signal. And, you know, sometimes we say, and I used to be this way too, I'm just mind my own business. I ain't got nothing to do with that. She ain't gonna leave no way. But you know what? She too afraid to leave, and I know that because I stayed somewhere almost 10 years because I was afraid. Somebody said they was going to kill me and kill themselves. I stayed because they was a primary breadwinner. I stayed because I wanted a father and a mother, a man in the house, so to speak, just so happened to be their father. But it was the worst years of my life, and I just made the decision that I chose me. And I told a lot about that last night. So definitely say something. Definitely be a listening ear. Definitely extend your arms to reach out and grab someone. Sometimes they just need a listening ear. And it's true. They're not going to leave until they're ready to leave. But you have to be their ray of hope. You definitely have to be their ray of hope and let them know the resources that's available. So Alyssa, you had some amazing vendors there. A lot of them had some amazing testimonies to share. I actually got a few gifts while I was there. This one is from, she gave me this Shea Supreme Oily Elixir. Thank you, Shay. I don't know what it is, but we will see. So today I'm basically just going to rest to get my body, get my mind right, because yesterday was huge. Yesterday was awesome. If you guys didn't come to the Sassy Superwoman Conference, you missed it. Oh, she gave me some of her samples. Bergamot Body Butter. Bergamot Body Butter. Let's see. Oh, it's creamy too. Let's see what it do. What it do. Oh, you can tell it's thick and moisturizing. It smells like lemon. I like that. Oh, what is this? Bergamot Body Butter. Thank you, Shay. This is so amazing, so awesome. So, yeah, so if you guys were not able to come to the Sassy Superwoman, you don't want to miss it next year. It was awesome. These ladies rocked the house. I also got another gift from this young lady. You know what? I didn't even get her name. And she said she wanted to bless me with something. And this is what she gave me. This is actually a picture frame. It says beautiful. What does it say? Beautiful me. So, oh, thank you. Thank you, Alyssa. I tried. It says beautiful me. And so I'm definitely going to hang this. She blessed me with this towards the end of the event. So I'm so thankful. So thankful. And so many of you guys, you know, people came out. I met quite a few, made quite a few contacts. It was an amazing event. People have some amazing stories. Great morning, CG. You know, there are quite a few organizations that I didn't even know existed. So hopefully we all made a connection and we can partner and do things together, because I say this, one thing is black women. We are not going to rise until we get this thing together. We got to stop all this competing and being non-supportive and tooting our nose up at everybody. We mad because this one look better than us. This one smell better than us. This one drive a better car. This one have a better house. You know, we got to stop all that. Do you guys know how impactful we could be if we come together as women, as black women, but we want to compete. Do you know how many other speakers there are out there, female speakers out there that's talking about self-development and confidence and recycling their pain? I'm not the only one. But instead of competing, let's get together, because each one of us bring this certain tenacity, this certain quality, this certain skill to the table. And so we got to get over that. We got to stop all this competing. And a lot of us, we say that, but we don't mean it from the heart. What the first thing you got to do is you got to work on yourself, because anytime anybody is jealous of you, it has nothing to do with you. They got their own low self-esteem and low confidence issues. And if that's you, you need to be at the vision board brunch, because it's going to be a vision board brunch with a twist. So I got some things in store for you. You know, we got to work on ourselves. And I talked about that yesterday. My life, I told my story, but I also told how I triumphed. See, so many, that's my baby, he's just getting up. So many of us, we don't like to do the work. So many of us get stuck in what happened years ago, until we don't want to forgive, and we don't want to do the healing process. And one of the speakers, she said, hurt people, heal people, heal people. And so you got to heal from that. You got to forgive. You got to get a prayer life. You got to be able to meditate. You got to do self-care. You got to do self-work. You got to journal. You got to exercise. You got to do whatever it is you got to do. Let me tell you something. The hardest thing for someone to do is change their mind. You know why it's hard for them to change their mind? Because they don't see the results as quickly. And so before you can be able to change your mind, see, I listened to Tony Robbins, and at first I couldn't get Tony Robbins because I really didn't understand him. And so he said, before you can be able to change the mind, you have to be able to change the body. And so we have to work out. We have to eat right. We have to drink more water, because once you start to feel the results on the inside, because once the body begins to change on the inside, you start to feel better. You get to boost up your confidence, and then the mind will follow, because you're seeing some type of results. See, I made this statement yesterday. I said, I choose to not be ordinary. I've designed my life to be an extraordinary woman. Some people think that I have a she-go. I don't. That's just, I'm confident in who I am. I know what I've been through, but I didn't allow what I went through to determine what my future looked like. I did not allow what happened to me to happen in me. See, there's the difference. But in order for me to get to that point, I had to do some work, y'all. See, what y'all didn't see was how I shut everybody off. I shut down everything that I knew and everybody that I knew to walk into the unknown. And most people won't do that. I'm going to tell you a story. I heard this on Les Brown. There was this guy, a security guard. He was over death row, not death row, whatever you call it. He was over the guys going to the firing squad. And he told the guy the night before he was to face the firing squad, he told him, either you can go through this door to your left tomorrow morning, or you can face the firing squad. So he asked the guard, well, what's behind the door? And the guard said, no one ever knows. It's the unknown. Do you know the next day that guy chose the firing squad? He chose to have his life ended because of fear of the unknown. And the next day after the firing squad, after the guy was killed, the guards, his receptionist, he asked him, he said, what's behind that door? And the security guard said, freedom. but no one ever chose that door because of fear of the unknown. So the thing that you are afraid to do, walking into unknown, that is your freedom papers. A lot of us, we get fired and we lose our jobs and we get in a haywire and we get all upset. No, you thank them. Look at the good and everything. They just gave you your freedom papers. They just gave you a chance to figure out what your dream and your purpose is. Let me tell you something about me. Let me tell you how I knew I was an entrepreneur. And I can laugh now. I couldn't keep a freaking job. I would always get fired. I would quit. First time they say something to me, I'm like, you know what? I'm out of here. It was just that spirit on me. I've always wanted to be in control of my time. And so we have to really, really dig in and do our work. Figure out what our purpose is. And you know what? It's not going to happen overnight. You have to look at what it is you're doing day to day. What is that one thing you would do if you would not get paid for it? You have to continuously work on yourself and develop yourself. See, that's what most of us won't do. We are so comfortable with where we are to where we don't want to change. But see, if we know we got an issue with our temper, we would rather have that temper than work on it and find out what the root cause is. What is the root cause? A lot of us don't sit back and take time to reflect every day. Every single day of my life, at the end of the day, I'm reflecting. What did I do today? What is it could I do better? Did I add any value to anybody? You know, I look at all those things because I strive not to be perfect, because perfect doesn't exist. I try to always be a woman of value. I always want to bring something to the table. I always want to be an asset. I never want to be a liability to anybody or anything. And so I strive on being of value. I work hard on myself every single day. Do I have a TV in my room? I don't have a TV in my room. I don't fill my mind with clutter. I just started watching the news again due to the storm. But you know what? After I cut that off, I can't feed certain stuff in my mind. I can't listen to certain conversations. I can't be around certain people. I just can't do it because I work too hard to get to be this person that I am. And that's clearly a woman of value. I always want to make an impact. I always want to get you to see where you are, to think about where you want to be. You know, that's my main purpose, to get you to look at where you were, where you are, and where you want to be. Where you were, where you are, and where you want to be. And so if you want to find out more about that, go ahead and purchase my ticket to the Vision Board Brunch. I'm only accepting 25 participants. That's it. That's because I like to make an impact. I keep all of my events small and limited. When they are gone, they are gone. Tickets are $20 right now. They will be $25 at the door. Keep in mind, it's only 25 tickets available. That is it. All right, you guys, I'm going to, and I wanted to show you guys my Sassy Superwoman, my S on my chest. I will be sporting this all week. I didn't get a chance to put my shirt on. Thank you, Miss Alyssa. It has my name on it. Keynote speaker. I'm so excited. I'm so glad I was able to make an impact. Also, I have some more dates available for the rest of 2016. If you're looking for a speaker, please send us an email at workwithlandra@gmail.com, and I will see if that date is available for you. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to rest today. I'm going to enjoy my gifts. I'm going to thank God for the opportunity for me being a keynote speaker on yesterday. I thank God for you guys daily, those of you that tune in live, because you could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be right here with me. Also, if you're on Instagram, please go follow me there as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can catch all of my live broadcasts so you will not miss a beat. I love each and every one of you guys, and I pray abundance of blessings to each and every one of you. And always put yourself in a position to risk, because if you are not willing to risk, you are not willing to grow. And if you are not willing to grow, then you are not willing to be happy. And if you are not willing to be happy, then what can you be? This is Jalandra M, your single mompreneur. I love you guys so much. Bye. No, I can't cut